Hi there, and welcome to a brand new video, one which I'm undertaking after nearly 2 years. My name is Udit, and I work as a management consultant with CBRE. Before this, I used to work as a thought leader with Accenture. This is the first in a series of videos that I'm doing on the management consulting industry. And the idea of these videos is to focus on the tools, the tricks, and the history of how management consulting actually came to be. I hope you enjoy the video. Feel free to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Do drop me a comment in the comment box below if you feel that I can improve this video or other videos that I'm currently working on. There's a lot of history behind the firms that we now consider the pioneers of management consulting. If you were to find the portraits of these random people on some museum wall, you would probably mistake them for some industrialist or academic. But these were the founders of the leading companies that today shape how businesses globally develop their business strategies. Essentially, when you think about management consulting and how it's kind of evolved, what you do get is the Gilded Age, which starts out with Arthur E. Little in 1909, which is when you had the first management consulting company come up. This was followed closely by other companies over the years. So you had McKinsey, you had Booz Allen Hamilton, you had Kearney, as well as Arthur and Anderson, which eventually transformed into what we know as Accenture today. Interestingly enough, Kearney was founded by Andrew Thomas Kearney, who was actually the first partner that McKinsey had. And he actually broke away from the firm when James O. McKinsey, who was the founder of McKinsey, passed away, and he started Kearney. So that was kind of like an offshoot. And this is something that has happened over the years. So when you actually go to the second wave, which is when you had BCG, Roland Berger, and Bain, you actually realize that BCG, which was founded by Bruce Henderson, had a lot of alumni who kind of went and started their own offshoots. This started with Roland Berger in 1967. It was followed closely by Bill Bain, who founded Bain and Company in 1973. And McKinsey, BCG, and Bain kind of formed the core of what is considered as the triad of management consulting and the holy grail of management consulting. And of course, this was followed by the third wave, which was around the 1980s, where you had LEK Consulting as well as Oliver Wyman, which kind of were offshoots of Bain as well as Booz Allen Hamilton, respectively. So these essentially formed what we today refer to as the major players in the management consulting industry. All of these companies can actually be classified under different clans. So to start out, you actually have the MBB clan, which is McKinsey, Bain, and BCG. These are considered the pioneers. They have developed the frameworks. They've invested a lot in building the tools and technologies, and they kind of set the baseline for what is considered the best in the management consulting world. Following close on their heels, you actually have the tier 2 firms like LEK, Roland Berger, Arthur E. Little, among others. They do compete with the MBBs, but they aren't as well regarded as the MBBs are. Some of them have actually kind of moved into more specialized consulting, focusing on specific domains. Then you also have the et als. The et als are actually what I refer to as companies that are trying to do a lot. So they want to do the consulting side of things, but they're also focused on tech. They also want to compete with the big four. So you have Accenture, Capgemini, FTI, among others. And finally, you have the big four. So the big fours were traditionally audit firms. When that stream kind of started dwindling, they kind of started expanding their business services. They found management consulting to be lucrative. And over the years, they've invested and acquired companies to kind of build their management consulting practices. So for instance, EY acquired Booz Allen Hamilton's assets, which kind of transformed into strategy, and similarly you've had PwC, KPMG, and Deloitte acquire different companies over the years to kind of establish their consulting practices. So that's all for today. Thank you for your time. I hope you found this insightful. Please do subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'll also drop in the links for different social media handles. Please feel free to follow me. Again, if you like it, do share with your friends. Subscribe, comment, and all the other things. Until next time, cheerio.